Hey folks, Pastor Jay here from Know the Truth. Thanks to SJWs on the internet, I finally feel like it's socially acceptable for me to come out of the closet. No, I don't mean like that. That's no secret to anyone. I mean it in a way that affects 1 in 10,000 special snowflakes on this planet. Now sit back and let me explain to you how I might, according to myself, actually be God.
When I meet people for the first time, I generally don't bring it up, but I think they can guess I'm a little bit different. Wearing a collar, a tail, my personal preference. So people don't want to be seen as any different, they want to fit in. But I've given up on fitting in. My name is Laura, and I believe that I am spiritually and mentally a wolf-dog hybrid. It's a very spiritual thing for me, so I am a wolf.
So how was everyone's plain red cup Christmas? Notice how I didn't say holidays like a Satan-worshipping atheist Obama lover. I hope your parents bought all the gifts that you wanted. And I hope you're not stupid enough to believe in something as silly as Santa Claus. Provide evidence that he exists and I'll believe in him all the way. Except I won't worship him because he's a creepy prick who watches you all day, judges you, and then dishes out a punishment based on how well you did not behave. Dick. Enough small talk, let me get to my point. Gentlemen and ladies in my flock, I have come here today to a bedroom in my mother's house to tell you that I am an Otherkin. If you haven't heard of Otherkin before, here's a brief overview. We Otherkins believe that our souls are not our own, but rather that of something else or someone who has lived before us. Some Otherkin believe that they were a dragon or a unicorn in their past life, and some, such as myself, are in a subgroup known as Fictionkin. That's Fictionkin. That's where we believe that we are incarnations of things which actually do exist, such as dwarves, King Joffrey, the Council of Ephesians, and in my case, God. Now before you all start correcting me on the definition of the word fiction, let me back up a little bit. Up until I started doing Christian scientific research on this subject, I wasn't quite sure what that word actually meant. And if you're watching this right now, you probably don't know what it means either, because you're all idiots and you often wait for the likes of me to explain stuff to you as I only know how. So let me be the one to guide you inside me again, inside my mindset. Here's what the word fiction literally means according to the dictionary that Emmanuel Lewis wrote after playing the character Webster on the show Webster. And trust me, this is more authentic than the dictionary his father Miriam wrote back in the 1950s. Let me pull up this image that I got off of the internet so you can read it for yourselves. Fiction is prose writing that is based on facts, real events, and real people, such as biography or history. So basically anything that's real. Okay, let's get back on track, and also, you're welcome. If there's one thing that I pride myself in, besides my looks, it's helping people think the way I do, without question. Now people, there is a war going on within our culture that is rarely spoken of. For example, those who know that they are actually a deer are oppressed by those who know that they are actually wolves. Those who know that they are actually demons are complaining to me for oppressing them. Look, I'm a pastor of a church, the church. I don't oppress people. I acknowledge them. I only oppress women, gays, midgets, and all other religions because the Bible tells me to. But to be fair, they're not really people, so it's okay. So as long as you know that you're not a cross-dressing short person who is currently housing the soul of Judas, you should be fine. Sorry, I didn't mean housing. I should have said encompassed by. Because as I've said in previous videos, your soul surrounds you to make sure you never get physically injured. If you have been injured, you're probably a ginger and have no soul. As explained by the famous saint, Saint Eric the Cartman, patron saint of the homeless. Some people mock us, some people call us silly, and some people make videos about us, such as a feminazi, the amazing Atheist. I have even been called a freak on the deep web's version of Tumblr and Grindr by everyone from MRAs to the transgender community. So this is why I decided to make this video. Sheep, I need your support both emotionally and financially, but mostly financially. I have a new book for sale, which is why I took such a long break. I was busy writing. Those who have read it so far have compared it to Tom Sawyer, The Catcher in the Rye, The House of Leaves, 50 Shades of Grey, the Bible, The Food Babe Way, or most significantly, the brilliant masterpiece called The Collector. My new book, unlike all these other amateur books I previously mentioned, is probably one of the most significant of our generation. Probably the most significant. It's as family-oriented as The Catcher in the Rye, has as much Christian values as 50 Shades of Grey, just as educational as The Food Babe Way. It's no more confusing than The House of Leaves. It contains just as much truth as the Bible, if not more. It's just as racist as Tom Sawyer, and it's just as freeing as The Collector. And it could be yours for as little as $19.99 plus $200 shipping and handling. What makes this book so special is after you buy it, you will not receive a physical copy. Instead, every night while you're sleeping, God will put another chapter directly into your brain. That's right, folks, we're going green here at Know the Truth Ministries. I strongly feel that together, we can achieve a greatness to the point where my jet will make Creflo Dollar's jet seem like a glider.
When I'm in nature, my wolf side tends to come out more. Sometimes I just smell people, I smell the air, especially when I'm hungry. I tend to nuzzle. I do have a tendency to chew things if I'm stressed, but most of the time I'm pretty normal, I think.
Yeah, these fangs are a bit big for my mouth, so they make talking a little bit difficult, but it's not too bad.
Thanks for watching.